Hi, this is Mark with Right Line Trading. It is February 11th, 2013, and I wanted to show you our trading today. Today was a little bit of a rugged day, and first I'm going to show you our trading on crude oil. There was a lot of chop on the Russell today, I have to tell you. We sorted through it pretty well, though, and first trade we took right here was a three-line break of the 50. You can see that the 50 is green at candle close, 15 is green heading up, candle surrounded in blue, which means order flow, stochastic, and momentum are with us on the trade. We're in it one tick above the close of the candle right here. Not very good at drawing lines here. Let me make it bigger. And the trade went for 6 ticks. Next trade was a very nice break of the 50. You can see that the 50 is red, the candle's outlined in pink, which means that order flow and momentum are with us on the trade. The 50 and the 15 are both red. That's the key to the trade. We're one tick below the close of the candle to the downside, and the trade went 8 ticks. Then we had a very nice setup. Now I closed my workspace and opened it, so the fractal indicator is recalibrated, and they do that. It's the way the Ninja platform assimilates data from multiple time frames. It does it differently in real time than it does when you open and close. But this candle was surrounded in yellow. This had order flow, stochastic, and momentum with it to the downside. And this is a beautiful entry. 15 was red, 50 was red. Your entry was right here. One tick below the close of this candle. And this trade went 15. Whoops, I'm sorry. Would have liked to have gone 35, but it didn't. And there's our 15. Now, was trying to get a re-entry signal here, but just did not get one. Right here. And so it could not take this short. Now, those were our 3 trades on the Russell, plus 6, plus 8, and plus 15. Then we had 2 really difficult trades on the Russell. Now, in real time, this was a break. 15 was red, 50 was red. This candle was outlined in yellow. Order flow, stochastic, and momentum were with us, and the trade just came right up against us. Here, we had a C candle and a break of the 50. I'm sorry, the 15 was red. We had a break of the 15. This briefly went red. I guess this was an overly aggressive trade. I anticipated that this trend line was going to turn red, and I shouldn't have, because it came back and took us out of the trade. This was not a great trade. This was a perfect trade that failed. So I racked up 2 losers on the Russell. The Russell then went into a tremendous amount of chop, but in real time, this was a 3-line break. This was surrounded in yellow. of the 50. 15's down, 50's down. This trade went. It was a beautiful setup for 22 ticks. Entries right here to here for 22. No chance to get back into this trade. Then it retraced back up to the 50. And we took a bounce off the 50, right back down for another 22. We're in one tick below the close here. Down we go. So our last two trades were plus 22 on the Russell. So we had a little bit of a rugged day today. There was a tremendous amount of chop on the Russell and many opportunities to get stopped out. The software really worked its way through all of that chop really nicely. And one really perfect signal failed, which is actually quite unusual. The other trade that I took was just, I think, a little bit too aggressive, and was probably not the best setup. Now I'm going to try to find where I typed out our equity for the day. If I can, here it is. So for the day, we had 5 trades and 2 losers. On crude, we had plus 6, plus 7, and plus 15. On the Russell, we had plus 22, plus 22. One of those losers was a perfect loser. One of the losers was really an overly aggressive trade by me. Our net ticks were 52 plus. On 3 contracts, we made $200. On 5 contracts, we made $190. Now, I think this is a great day to kind of highlight 2 things. The first is that I know that there are a lot of rooms that post their net ticks. And you can see that there's a total disassociation between your net ticks and your net equity. We took 2 losses today, unfortunately, but we still racked up a lot of net ticks. And if we simply multiply the net ticks by the number of contracts traded by $10 a tick, we would have wound up with an enormous amount of profit, or it would seem like it. But then if we applied our money management strategies, which is 60% of our contracts off at target 1, which is 6 ticks, 20% off at target 2, which is 10, and then 20% on a 10-tick runner, this is actually our net equity. So I get these emails all the time from people who, they made 35 ticks, 40 ticks, 50 ticks net in the room. They don't post their losers or their winners, just give us a net tick count, and then multiply that by the number of contracts traded and the amount of money that each tick is worth. It gives us really no useful information. This is really what counts, and really nothing else. And the other thing is that if you do have a day where you take a bad trade like I did, what you want to do is you want to keep your drawdown tiny, or you want to trade your way to a small profit and keep your equity for the week rolling, and that's what we did. I had 2 winners, then I had 2 losers, and then I closed with 3 winners in a row. Plus 22 and plus 22 were my last 2 trades. I just stayed focused and stayed with the plan, and I have a lot of faith in my trading system. I stayed with it, didn't get upset or chase a trade, and even though it was a little bit more rugged of a day, because one loser makes a huge amount of difference, which is why it is so difficult to day trade profitably. It is an incredibly exacting science. It really takes no prisoners. You've got to be there on every single trade. So we wound up with $200 on 3, $190 on 5. We had a great day yesterday. 4 trades, 4 winners. Made a really nice amount of profit. Add this in, and we're heading towards a really great week. You're welcome to come into the room for a free trial. You can go to the website at www.rightlinetrading.com. There's a sign-up sheet right there on the home page. You can call us at 1-855-765-6681, or you can email us at info@rightlinetrading.com. Hope everybody has a wonderful afternoon.